Hey Insiders, I'm Daniel Pickett here on AFI TV. Happy Force Friday to you. I know they're not necessarily calling it Force Friday this year, but today is September 30th and it's the day that you can finally walk into stores and officially buy all the new Rogue One products from a variety of different manufacturers. And today we're going to be looking at a selection of the Walmart exclusives. The nice people at Walmart were kind enough to send us a couple of items, and so we're going to take a look at them today. Thank you very much to the nice people at Walmart. So the first thing we're going to take a look at, are one of my favorite lines, are the Star Wars Black. These are the 3 3/4 inch versions of the Star Wars Black line, and that is exclusive to Walmart. These are the figures that have all the deco, all of the articulation that we have seen, that we were kind of used to for a long time. It's where Hasbro was going for a long time. And then when The Force Awakens came out, they dropped back down to that 5 point of articulation, to make it more accessible for the kids to buy, just like we used to be able to do when we were kids. So, but these keep all the articulation, all the deco, the great sculpting, and they are exclusive to Walmart. This wave that is in stores right now for the beginning of Rogue One are classic characters. I'm hoping that we will see some Rogue One characters with the added articulation like we saw with The Force Awakens. So these guys are all from Return of the Jedi. We have the Emperor's Royal Guard, which, was always a really cool figure that I think we all dug, but in the movies he never did very much. So fortunately for us, they have included the shoulder pads, a different helmet, and this weapon, which is what we know from the old expanded universe, which I think they're calling Legacy now, from some of the Dark Horse comics. So if you don't just want to have your Royal Guard standing around guarding the Emperor, you can also make him a really great elite soldier just by swapping out some of the parts on him. So that's a nice little bonus for that character. Then we have Admiral Akbar, who's always a favorite. Everyone's favorite Mon Calamari. He's got his staff that we saw that he always comes with all the way back from the old Kenner line. But then he's also got his little computer pad that he had from when he was on the Rebel frigate in that chair. I would love if we could have the full chair that this thing plugs into, but until that day, he's at least got that so he can control the Rebel fleet as they attack the Death Star. So great figure, great articulation. Always nice to have another Akbar in the collection. And then we have General Lando Calrissian from when he got his promotion at the end of Return of the Jedi, when he was able to go attack the Death Star in his new general outfit. So great looking figure. He's got his weapon. He has a cloth cape. And the fourth figure, which I don't have yet, is Ahsoka from Clone Wars, and now she's made an appearance from in Rebels. But this is her in one of her Clone Wars outfits. But it's not an animated style figure like we're used to with the Clone Wars and the Rebels. It's sculpted as if she would have appeared in the films, which is kind of a neat concept. So these four figures actually were released before quite a few years ago, 3 to 4 years ago in the vintage line that Hasbro did. But a lot of those figures were really tough to come by, hard to find, so it's great to have another shot at these in the great Star Wars Black packaging that we're used to for the high-end collector. So these are going to be in stores right now. You can take a look for them. And then the other thing we want to look at is one of the Funko Pop vinyl figures for Star Wars Rogue One, and this is the character Saw Gerrera, which is a very cool character because this ties into also the Clone Wars animated series. He was a character that appeared then, and now an older version of him is appearing in Rogue One. I don't think any of us ever really expected them to tie the animated series into the regular film series. So that's kind of an exciting thing that we've never seen before in the Star Wars universe. This is the character played by Forrest Whitaker. This is his final look. I think when you saw that very first sort of teaser trailer, he had dreadlocks, but now he's the bald, bearded version. That is how he actually appears in the film. There's quite a variety of Star Wars Rogue One Pop. You can see there's 12 here on the back. I know there's a couple more exclusives other places, but you'll definitely want to pick up Saw Gerrera. I think he's going to be an important character and a nice little legacy character that they have fit into Rogue One. And you know, pop collectors, they're very, very dogged, I guess is a nice way to say it. They love their exclusives and hunting them down. So if you're a pop fan and a Rogue One fan, if you go into Walmart, you're going to make sure you want to try and track down one of these. The pop figures can sometimes show up a variety of places in the store. I've seen them both by the front registers and back by the action figures. So make sure you check maybe both places if you're going to go after Saw Gerrera. Then they just sent out a press release to us just tonight that, you know, after midnight, so that the embargo is lifted and everyone can talk about all the new Rogue One products. So a couple more Walmart exclusives that you want to make sure to check out. They've got a new Hasbro Smart R2-D2, which is an app-enabled, remote-controlled R2-D2 that I think will be a lot of fun. I've been an R2 collector ever since about 1978. He's my favorite character in the Star Wars universe. So until I can actually have a fully functional droid in my house, I'm going to have to settle for an app-enabled R2, I think. So I'm really looking forward to finding that on shelves and putting that in my collection. And then another item they showed for kids that I'll show you a picture of here is this X-Wing Ride-On battery-operated toy. It's one of those Power Wheels type vehicles that you see the kids driving around the neighborhood, but it's got this great Star Wars X-Wing deco on it that I think any kid would go bananas to see show up in their home. I know if I had that, I'd still be driving it today, which is probably a good thing why I don't have it. So that is a nice selection of the exclusive items, but Walmart's carrying the full line of all the pops, a lot of the Hasbro stuff, some of the air hogs and those other items. So if you're looking for Rogue One stuff, Walmart's a great place to stop and find all the Star Wars goodness that you want in your life. So thank you again, Walmart, for sending these guys out. I hope you guys have had a successful Force Friday outings. I know some Walmarts are open 24 hours, so some people were able to get access to them, but if not, a lot of you I think are waking up early, going to go get in line and see what you can score. So I hope you find all the Star Wars goodness that you're looking for. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.